On today's GH Report, we're talking about going outside, a returning Sean, Quartermain's everywhere, lesbian talk, Anna ties up Paul and runs off with Sonny. All that next on GH Report.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh my God, we're back, you guys. We're back for another GH Report. A week of Port Charles happenings. It's an interesting week this week. I am your host, James Lott Jr., and you can follow me everywhere on the interwebs at James Lott Jr. It's that simple. And please follow me. With me today to talk about this wonderful week of General Hospital, I have the girl whose name, there's only one of her that we know of. And if you can spell it right, you can find her, Lucretia Lyon.
Well, yeah, so James pretty much did my entire intro. So, yeah, it's LACRETIALYON anywhere on the internet.
That's right. Find her. Follow her, too. And the girl who's giving me, actually, this is my intro for you today. I always comment on your hair and your look, and you're always beautiful, but you are the best and best-looking nanny in Los Angeles.
Yes,
Lady
queen.
Harvey. That's right,
that was
girl.
too sweet.
Okay.
Hi, guys. You can find me on Twitter at Ladine_Harvey.
And the man who's vying for my chair, because he's leading more shows than I think, right now on AfterBuzzTV.com, Frank Moran.
That's right. Watch your back, James Lott Jr. I'm coming.
You are.
You can follow me on Twitter at HappyGoJackie. I made it on time, guys. I made it on time.
You made it on time. Yeah, you were awake too.
Yeah.
Well, yes, you were awake last time too. We have a special guest today, someone who is a huge GH fan. She's my BFF. She's a hot mama.
She is. I don't know.
Sorry, Nicholas, she's hot. Sorry. And she's just so wonderful to join us all the way from the East Coast, Miss Nina Grava.
Hey guys, glad to be here.
You get some little studio audience. Hey, welcome.
Thank you.
Glad you can join us. So, folks, follow us on YouTube. Follow us on our page, the GH Report on Facebook. We are actually almost at 1,000. We're at 998. Come on, people. Just take 2 more people. Come on.
Yeah.
Just get us there. We're trying to get to 1014 to do another prize. So, do that for us. Yeah, exactly. And so, just get us there. And also use the hashtags ABTV, GH Report, GH Report. Anything with GH Report in it on Twitter with our handles. And, of course, we'll talk to you. We do all the time. She's like, we do. I talk to you.
Well,
He does. I've seen it. I've seen
You
it.
talk to you guys. Actually, you guys do. Lucretia does. She talks to people. So welcome to our show today.
Thank you very much.
So
Thanks for having me.
How long have you been watching GH?
I'd have to tell you my age if I.
Okay, we'll go by era.
Okay, a long
I'll take
time.
that, girl.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Way
one
back.
completely. Yes. And so now you go to some of the events on the East Coast.
I did. I recently went to the Soap Fantasy Weekend, I think
Yeah.
it's called, and it was amazing.
Wow.
Amazing, yeah. 11 o'clock in the morning, and I stayed till 4:30. They couldn't have been nicer.
Wow.
It was. I suggest do it.
Right. Who did you meet?
Let's
Who was there at
see.
that one?
Nicholas, Carly, Alexis. Who else?
We met Nestle Gron. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Was she great?
Amazing.
Oh my God.
So friendly, all of them. And you get to take pictures with them, sign autographs. They don't rush you. It was just amazing. You left there, and my son laughs. I go, "They're my friends." They're my but they really make you feel that way.
Yeah, so far, everybody we've had on our show has been super friendly too. Been very nice and like down to
Awesome.
earth. But just it's nice to know in this business because
Right.
not everybody's nice.
Right.
Not at all.
Right.
So that's very cool. It's very cool. So when you find out the events, you go and you sign up, and like at this event, what did they do exactly there? It's like signing games. What was it kind of?
Yeah,
for
like
this
you
one?
could buy different kinds of tickets, a VIP ticket or just a general ticket, and I dragged my daughter, who is a big fan now. We bought the VIP ticket. So you get to go hours before, and they break it up and small groups, and you take your time, you take pictures, autographs, they move you to the next group. So you actually have contact with everybody.
Wow.
It was, and you could take as many pictures as you wanted. They signed as much as you. It was amazing.
Now, folks are already like Boston girl. You look fabulous. Our Melbourne fans, I saw you on Nicholas's Snapchat. Glad you got to come in. So you're a star
No,
already.
he's flattering on that Snapchat.
Well, it is Nicholas's Snapchat.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go, kids.
yep.
Yeah, exactly. But they're liking you. They're liking you
Oh,
down there.
good.
Okay,
I'm
very
so glad. I love this.
Yes.
Such a good thing.
Yes, it is. So we're going to go ahead and dive in. And as you know, we always do. We start with, I always bring up I make a funny title, and then we go from there. So be ready, okay? You ready? We're opening it up with, Nathan was married before, but who cares?
Oh,
I know.
Please tell me how you feel about that, you guys.
Yes, Frank's,
Come on, Frank,
Frank's
tell us all about
response is
it.
going to be the
That
best.
was again. We seem to be on a roll here with GH with just having these revelation speeches kind of duds. And like this, wow, we got a green card. I mean, that story was so boring that I cannot feel like what is Nathan hiding that he couldn't feel like that he couldn't reveal. That story was a snooze.
It's like at first we were all so excited that Nathan finally has a story. We were like, what could this be? And then it's like, oh, this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
It's like
helped-
now I'm just
yeah.
like, okay, it's time for Nathan to go because he's going nowhere.
You know, he's so pretty, but he's just so boring. I mean, you know, you want to like him with those blue eyes, but then everything that comes out of his mouth is like, oh no, it wasn't anything interesting. She was just Canadian and needed a green card.
Right.
For some reason.
Right.
But then what he's still hiding though? Was she got a baby out there somewhere?
He called
Yeah.
Albrecht. He called his mommy. Was like, I didn't tell her everything.
But see, the second he said that, then
Yeah.
I know it's done with him and Maxie because that's his
Yeah.
the third time he had a chance to come clean, and he didn't do it. So when it all comes out, I mean, it's over. I
Maxie
don't
will
s-
be free.
But she'll be free. Only you will be free. What did you think, Miss Nina?
Yeah, it's just sometimes I think, what are the writers thinking about when they start these storylines? It's, you know, I think you last week talked about Carly bringing the towels into the hotel room.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, no, and why? It's almost insulting when they do something like that, and they need to make it more believable. But as far as the ex-wife and that whole, give something more.
Yeah. It was an outside shot, though, folks. We got outside some.
Oh,
Makes them want to go outside. Like what? What?
What a great place to take a little romantic picnic against this chinky fence and stuff.
Right.
Like, what is that? Come on.
Yeah, you know it's just outside the ABC studios.
Basically,
Like
yeah.
they didn't even
Prospect
try to go to a
Studios.
park or anything.
No.
No.
But I was like, you know, but the thing about soaps is kind of hard because in the old days, like I said, I'm not saying your age and your mine, but in the old days, they had outside shots all the time. You go on location.
Right.
But now at budgeting, they don't do that anymore.
I know. I mean, I think like the first time like Mac was introduced, like supposed to be like right there on the wharf, right
Yeah.
there, and if Scorpio goes in there, he grabs it out of the water and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's like that was such a great wide location shot, and then you think like, oh, we're against this chinky fence. All right.
It was kind of
come
ghetto.
on.
It was a little
It
ghetto.
was.
Like, you shoot Inglewood where I live. Like, it's kind of crazy. I was waiting for helicopters or something. It's kind of weird. So we get done with that storyline.
Yeah.
That's boring. Julian goes off. Wait, Julian. Nina goes off on Julian, but gets what she wants. So do we like to talk? Frank, go on, Frank. Tell us. Tell him that one too. Tell us about that one.
No, I mean, I guess it was fun to see Nina get the stand up and get some power out of that. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I wanted to. I rather would have seen them chasing around each other. Although I mean, it was fun to see Curtis' reaction.
It's like you could
Oh,
clearly
Chris
tell
Farley.
they were standing against the wall yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like let them do something.
But they were focusing on my man Curtis mostly in that scene.
Oh my god.
Standing there, emoting or
Yes.
whatever. He wasn't in that nice colored shirt he wore. I digress.
Yeah, that's his color.
Of course. But Nina's like she's turning things around. Though she got now the magazine's hers.
I love that, you know, because I like Boss Nina. I just hope, you know, she dumps Franco since it's obvious that that's not going anywhere. As much as I like them together, this whole baby thing's kind of ruined it. Maybe in the future, but let's have her drop him and find something else.
People agree with you. Said they wish you saw the cat fight. What'd you think?
Yeah.
I think Nick didn't record that one for me.
Oh.
Hey.
It was the opening of that. It was opening that one day. That was the opening.
But I did, yes, and that's what happened. I think he was having his television fixed.
ghetto television
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah, So, yeah. But he's pretty good, usually. But I did see the ending when she did say, you know, it's ours, let's celebrate, everything's... I think it's great. I think it's great. As long as they don't make her... Sometimes they make her go a little crazy again or talk a little stupid and silly. They need to keep her in one character and not keep switching back if you want to take her serious.
Yeah.
That might
Because
be 20-year-old
Nina coming out.
Nina coming out into.
Remember, she's in a coma for like 20 years.
I know.
It's kind of. So,
That's
I mean,
probably why they flip flop it. I don't know.
possibly. That's a good question. I mean, because she is playing a person who was stunted. I mean, she
Right.
was a certain thing, and
Right.
Yeah, but I agree with what you were saying, Nina, because anytime they get to the baby stuff with Franco, those conversations where Nina keeps like, oh, Franco, we should have a baby. It's like, how many times does Franco have to tell you that he doesn't want to do this?
Exactly.
Just get the idea that he doesn't want to do it, Nina.
Exactly.
She has hope.
Well, yeah, but if you want to have a baby, then there's other ways or other people or other methods that you could have a baby.
Exactly.
Franco is how many times can he say
But
that
she
he
wants it
doesn't
with the
want to
man
do
that
it?
she loves.
Yeah.
He's said it so many times.
Yeah,
that he
I know.
doesn't want to
Yeah.
do it.
It's like, can she not get it through her head?
You know what?
I mean, because especially
Shut
when
down.
I know.
when Franco comes in and she's like getting all sexy and she goes, I just, I talked, waiting to get the results of my
Yeah.
test. And I'm like, what? Why? You guys had that conversation.
Right.
Franco said, no, don't do
Right.
it.
In the examining room when he said, so
Yes.
we're finished here. And
Right.
she's like, yeah, we're finished. But she's not.
Some people's mind can change over time.
People
Like,
hope that sometimes, yes.
Right, you hold on to that.
Yeah, but Franco's made it. I don't know how many more. What more can he absolutely say other than like,
He needs to find another man
Yeah.
to follow her baby.
Yeah.
There's plenty of men running around there.
Yeah.
I know.
Virile, strong. hot
Without
men.
a serial killer past, too. I'm just like, I don't know.
Look on there. Mhm.
But they did have good chemistry.
Oh, yeah.
And now you can see something's,
I know.
maybe Liz is getting in there somehow.
Do
Yeah.
you want Liz and Franco together?
I'm not a fan of Liz.
Oh.
you should perk up on that.
But I have to say, Liz with Franco brings something.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not a Liz fan except when she's a bitch, like because it's entertaining. But
Right.
yeah, with Franco, it's interesting. It's
is.
got a good story.
Absolutely. They could do something there. Definitely.
Well, Amanda says, no, Franco can be friends with Liz or jump in a relationship. But then Kendra stopped with it. I love Frizz. Other Frizz. Oh, how funny. That's their names together. Frizz. Friendship, but not romantically. So people are constantly like them friendship-wise, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's nice. This
Yeah.
is two different personalities.
Well, someone said, where's Rick?
Yeah.
There you go.
I
Where's
know.
Rick?
I
Well, there
won't-
was that
I won't-
moment where Franco says, "Well, you know where you could stay," and then she goes, "Oh, do you think I'm gonna stay with you?" Like there was that moment where she was like, she didn't like shut it down, but she was like, "Oh, maybe," but they said, "No, stay with Jason." But
Yeah.
that second, there was like, "Oh, maybe Franco." I
But
don't
it's
know.
like the fact that Obrecht said something, it's like we already know that it's going
Right.
there.
Right.
That's true.
She's already throwing the idea
Yeah.
out there.
If you're going to cheat on Nina, you better be more discreet. So
I was
instead
like,
that, it's, whatever.
Thank you for that hint.
Yeah.
For the weeks to come.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good. You actually picked the two next things we're going to talk about. Okay, Sam and Jason talk to Sean and figure out about Hayden and Nick. They figured it out. Okay, Frank, come on, Frank, tell us.
What? I'm just going to say, as much as we love Curtis, what an awful friend. Absolutely awful friend. Because he's Sean's friend, and he found the evidence to clear him and has sat on it. His buddy is in the jail.
Okay,
just
you make a
rotting
defend
away.
Thought
my
about that
man.
today.
How can you defend that? That's his boy.
No, but
she's letting him rot.
But he's working for somebody. It's like a
Bros
patient,
before
whatever.
hoes, man.
Wow.
But I thought
Wow.
even though all this went on, don't he still have to be there because he intended to?
Yes, Sean brought that up.
But he's got the evidence. He's got the evidence
Right.
of
But he still
overturning.
can't get
he was
out.
still
He's still
there
there.
with
He's still
intent to-
attempted.
He would get a lesser
Come on.
charge.
Still,
though.
look at that.
Yeah.
They Kurt, I mean,
Yeah.
Sean was still wrong.
Right.
I like Sean, though. I want him back.
Oh,
I know they keep teasing us with him.
I want
Yeah.
Sean
I don't
back.
know why they got rid of him. There's no black men to go around in this town.
He
Come on.
isn't really.
on.
He needs to be back on GH.
He's up for an Emmy. And he's not even on the show. It's crazy talk.
And this is a week because I was speaking about with the previous storyline there too about like with Nina. Nobody this week on Port Charles knew how to actually properly call the cops. Everybody threatens to call the cops in front of the people they're going to call the cops on and let them actually stop them doing that. Come on, you dum dums. Let's.
Yeah, this is what you do. You
Let's-
pull out
Wow,
the
tell
phone.
them how you
I
really
know,
feel.
dumb.
911. Not that hard.
No, but you sit there right in front of Nicholas. I'm going to call the cops. Like what?
Yeah.
But I did like seeing Jason lay an ass whooping on everybody.
That
I know.
so
Your
funny.
man was bleeding.
Yeah.
I know. I was like,
I was like, where's Strong Curtis?
I know, but
Where
he
he at?
even said the guy he was lethal. Like just something Jason had better training than him.
Yeah.
Apparently, there was a little difference.
Jason. Oof. Yeah.
Well,
I
okay,
saw
let's talk.
the,
You like
you
Billy
saw
Miller?
him.
Well, I do. Yeah, I do.
You like his portrayal of Jason
And I thought I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because I was such a
on Young and
Burt
Restless?
fan.
Oh, Steve Burton fan.
Oh
I
my
love
God!
me too.
My world was like
Still,
crushed when he left.
Nobody can take Steve's place.
Right? Amazing.
He's Dylan now, though. He's pretty good.
Oh, Young and Restless. He's somewhere else now.
Yeah.
But Miller's did a great job being
He has.
kind of Jason.
He definitely has.
Kind of Jason.
That's hard replacing somebody.
Oh no, it is. Well, Steve Burton was on 20 years. I mean,
Yeah.
he was on for a long time.
And the chemistry with Sam and Jason, that's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
And now they're doing it.
Yeah,
And
literally.
They really are.
They literally did it. Yes, they
Brown
did.
chicken, brown cow.
Okay, now that's for GH After Dark. That's a difference. After Dark. Yes, but no, they think that so basically they did do it this week. But at first I was saying their detective skills and his thing, they kind of put it all together. There was something that was wrong. That's why Sam rushed over there.
Ugh, that was such a dumb
Even-
scene.
yeah.
Such a dumb scene. Come on.
Yeah, I love Sam, but I agree with Frank because
Yeah.
it was just like, why?
Yeah.
You want
Like,
to do what?
yeah.
And she walks further in to the house, like,
Yeah.
exit, and call the cops. What do you got to do?
Right.
But I still did like the fight scene kind of. Like
Right.
everybody just kind of joined in.
I was bummed that I was hoping Curtis would get a chance to hold his own a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was
But
like,
even
no.
Nicholas should have done a little bit more than.
I think the point is they're making it Jason's really, really
Yeah.
trained.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he's really that bad.
I'll at least give it up for Nicholas. He did get one punch in. Because usually he doesn't even get that.
Yeah, usually Nicholas just gets the crap kicked out of him and just lets Jason do it.
But I thought it was interesting that Nicholas actually grabbed Sam. Like he was grabbing her.
Yeah, that was so
Unlike
odd.
him. It was
Yeah.
kind of unlike him. Like he's like he was fighting with her for the phone.
I know.
They're changing his character right in front of our eyes, and
Yeah.
I don't
Right there.
understand
Yeah.
why they're doing. Everybody loves Nicholas.
Right.
Yeah, because to me,
He's
if
not a
this-
Cassadine. He's Nicholas.
Right.
Yeah, as
right.
Sam was even talking about
She
how
did
he
say
was
that.
the good Cassadine before, but to me, if this happened right after Emily, or there'd been a buildup of after her death, it would have
Right.
totally made sense.
Right.
But there was so much in between there that he wasn't like that. So
Right.
explain,
Exactly.
Oh, we just
Why
like
are they
one little
doing
scene.
it?
Like one little scene
Something.
that would explain it all.
because the
Right.
money,
I mean,
like
is it the money
yeah.
thing that he's losing his empire and
Right?
Yeah, he's never been that much about money, though.
No.
Yes, that's why
No.
it doesn't make any sense.
no?
Yeah.
Well, the fans
Yeah.
are like going back and forth. Some say it's a dumb fight scene. Others say it was well choreographed. People liked it. So there you go. This is soap for you.
But two cool things that happened out of that. One, we had another great exterior shot, but this one was shot a little bit better, a little neighborhood that I don't think you're
Yeah.
really going to find in Port Charles. You're not going to see a neighborhood like that in the background, but still cool to see that.
Yes.
And then you get Curtis a little bit more involved in something finally. And as much as we played about like Hayden co-signing his lease, now he's living in Windermere. All right, so
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. I was
Yeah,
like, why
so-
would you go there and you have your own?
Because she wants to protect her.
Oh, yeah?
We saw Caden this week. Caden was like, on my TV screen, and they actually were like showing how he cares about her.
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I do like that part,
I
but
know
yeah,
what
it was
you-
a little like
Yeah.
she co-signed the lease. He was going to live there, and I get why, but it's just why did we even have the lease co-sign if he was just gonna move
Exactly.
into
Right.
They just
Windermere?
needed something to throw it right
Yeah.
in there
Right.
for the minute,
But you see, right now, see you later, Valerie. See you later. Adios.
We didn't see her
Because
this
it is
week,
not
did we?
No, we
happening.
just see this weekend.
It is not happening because right there, when Curtis goes in and just is all over protecting Hayden. No, there's
No.
nothing. There's nothing right there. There you go.
Yeah, her character's kind of getting lost.
Yeah. So
We
it's-
love her personally.
Oh,
We have
yeah.
her on
She
here.
was
We
at
love
the
her.
soap weekend, and she was amazing.
Yeah, we had her on here, and she was great. I mean,
Yeah.
she's great. So I mean, we want something. She's a Spencer.
Yeah.
For God's
No.
sake,
Right.
But it's
a Spencer.
somebody other than Curtis. Not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
There are others there. We got Finn.
Yeah.
We got Griffin. There's other men that she could be with.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to figure out what to do with Valerie because after the whole Dante thing, she's a cop, but put her in a
Right.
cop storyline maybe.
Right.
But there's no crime, I guess, in Port Charles. Yeah, it's like we can't find a place for a cop.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Now, do we understand why they're staying together, Hayden and Nicholas? Are we getting it? Kind of. I mean, he's staying together with her because he doesn't. He's like
He's being basically blackmailed.
blackmailed into
Blackmailed,
it.
yeah.
But does she really love him? I guess.
I think
so.
they're trying to tell us that
She
there's a
does.
chance she does.
I think it is like some kind of weird. At some point, they do love each other. There's some
Yeah.
sort of connection there for sure. But it is so weird and messed up.
If somebody tries to shoot me in the head, we're not going to date later. That's
I
not,
know.
that's just not
Right.
going to happen.
Yep.
This is
We're done.
bitches be crazy. And
Yeah, I
that's
guess
what I
so.
see in
I'm
the
like,
storyline.
I mean, it's tough to date in LA and all, but
Yeah.
sorry.
They went to bed at night and they both had their knives.
They're not. That scene was kind of funny. That scene was funny.
I thought that was perfect.
That scene was funny. That was a funny
But I
scene.
do like them together.
They do have chemistry.
I do too.
Yeah, they have chemistry, but it's just like, what example does this set?
I know.
That's how I look
No, it's
at
all
it.
good.
I'm
That's
like,
how me and my boyfriend are. Straight up.
sleep with knives.
Only knives. There's a shotgun in the headboard. We're good to go.
But as long as you don't use them on each other.
No, never.
Yeah.
The ice pick. I loved that part. You know when they
Oh, yeah.
picking that ice pick from the ice.
Right.
Very vampire.
He takes a drink right after he is beat up.
Well,
Yep.
you need one. I mean, he got beat up. That's gonna
But
drink
a
shot of
drink
whiskey.
first, you don't clean yourself
Yeah,
up?
I need a drink first. Calm down.
Whoa.
Then you clean yourself
I'm the
up.
same way after
Yeah.
a martial arts tournament, and and if I lost, yeah, I'm getting a drink first.
That's right. Ripping off your shirt just like you did. First thing
Yeah.
you did was like boom,
Yeah.
there you
I'm
go.
okay with
His
that.
tattoo is huge. Over the
Yeah.
years, it's grown. It's like it's grown. It's like, I know he's like Indian, so there's this whole Indian thing going on. It was like really big.
Maybe it's a tattoo that's making him evil.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
That's very supernatural of you. That's very supernatural of you.
Yeah, there's
Exactly.
an X-Files episode.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. But yeah, so can we root for them? Can we root for Hayden and Nicholas? No,
No,
right?
because you're rating Hayden and Curtis.
No.
Yeah, I'm rooting for them actually.
Yeah.
I actually still want to see them together.
Okay.
I like them together.
I like them together too.
Okay.
But if you had to choose between them or Hayden and Curtis, what would you rather see?
I like Nicholas.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the whole
Yeah.
they don't trust, but then the passion.
Right.
I like that whole.
That's real. That's
yeah.
real life right
yeah.
You need to talk to
Real
both of you
life.
ladies.
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna
I
say.
hope my
real
life coach
life.
episode out for you guys.
We need a counseling session.
I think
Super
so.
organized.
I know, like, oh
They
my
make
God.
it too easy and
real-
too boring.
exactly.
You need that
That
Okay.
friction.
friction.
Okay. I can understand that. Okay.
All right, I guess I'll go back and talk to Eric when I get home. Like, why don't we try to kill each other?
Yeah.
Why don't we try to do that?
I want to try to-
Apparently, that's odd. Dude.
Where's the ice pick? Where's the ice pick?
Oh.
That's kind of interesting. Yeah, actually, I made the tattoo. Oh, so Ethel says that Tyler Christopher had an accident and made the tattoo larger to hide the scar. Oh, I didn't know that.
I should get something here.
And I'm loving
Yeah,
the scar
I
up here
was
too.
like,
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's a good idea.
And Jason and Sam made love. So Jay Sam, the fans want to talk about it. They made love.
I know, but she wanted to have, she was hoping she had like a magical vagina. Like that was going to make everything all better. Jason's going to remember everything. Everything.
Wow, I love it. I'm awake.
Starting to be True Blood now.
You know, is this familiar? Is this something you remember?
Oh my.
I'm sorry if you guys watch this back. I had to also take a drink in the booth, and then if you just see the camera just move, that's me just like falling out of my chair.
Yeah,
Because Frank just said that.
Ran, my goodness. I love it.
My innocent ears, Frank. How dare you?
Frank.
And I'm the most innocent of all of you guys.
Well, now we know.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
So,
But that
The
was kind
vapors.
of that was kind of the thought process behind that. Actually, it's like, yeah, you sleep with me, and suddenly you'll be the old Jason, and that obviously didn't happen. And Carly, of course, had to come in and was like, I need to talk to Saints. There's a
Oh,
run off.
Carly.
And oh my God.
Like she
Right?
was being so annoying.
Right?
Yeah.
you know,
Well, it's like one of those things like where when we have the nurses' ball and everybody, you have the media right there covering that red carpet event. Like, who cares about these nurses and doctors
Right.
walking into this event? Same thing like with Sam. Like, everybody's going to be talking about us being back together. Nobody's going to
No.
be talking about this. Nobody's going to be. Come on.
Mild-mannered Frank finally shows his stripes.
yeah.
That's right. Everybody's laughing. Some people are, again, they're divided. Some people like Jay Sam, some don't. They go back and forth.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm not.
So you're out?
I'm out on them.
You're out?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I'm in.
You're in. What are you?
I want a better storyline because
Yeah.
the magical vagina is just not really doing it for me.
What are you doing to me, Lucretia? Stop it.
We need to go hashtag magic. Sam has a magical vagina.
Oh my god.
Me this time. So was it me? Was it me this time?
Wow, James. Wow.
I know. When it's not me, it's a problem.
Yep.
So yeah. So I guess they're in it.
Yeah.
They're in.
Yeah.
They're in. That's enough about them. Let's get off of that topic.
No,
Enough about them.
we don't want to talk more about that?
No,
Sure.
Yeah, I'm positive.
I'm all for
Alexis
magical.
wants it.
I was gonna say I'm up for all magical vaginas in my life. Magically delicious, I say.
Well, I'll just say, yeah, Carly's being herself. I mean, that's just normal to me. Her butting in and saying, please talk to, and oh my God. And
But then it's the same thing. Jason keeps telling her, I am not the same
Yeah.
Jason. So it's
Yeah.
almost like the same thing going on. Just
No.
different people.
But Carly did say, Sam, I know why he's with you because you accept him for who he is. Like, you just can't, you're on your own. But she does. She kind of like, she's like,
Yeah.
be who you
But
are.
Carly, I don't think accepts
in the-
them.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't.
No.
No, she doesn't.
And
I
what
know.
did she think Sonny was going to be like? Oh, you're right,
Right.
Jason. Let me stay home.
Right.
Oh, it would have been nice if all of a sudden he got a flashback and said, well, I'll come with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I personally believe that she doesn't accept him for
No.
who he is. Like, because in the back of her head, she's still
Running.
like, this is Jason. You know, if she took him for who he is or was, when they, had sex, she would have never, did you feel anything? Like, did you get any?
Yeah.
I mean, that wouldn't matter if she accepted him
Right.
for who
Well, that's a good point.
he is.
That's a good point. So they're all kind of hoping that he comes back to the old
Right.
self, I guess, on some level. But it'd be kind of funny if somebody you know is your best friend, and they're not the same anymore. And I'm saying just in real life, would you want them to be the same again? Would you wish they would remember your history?
Yeah, but you think like the Quartermains, they I think are more ready to accept him who he is now because it's been so long that he hasn't been Jason Quartermain at
That's
all.
true.
Right.
So it seems like it seems a flip over how
Right.
it used to be.
Well, yeah,
That's true.
and to me, the Quartermains are much more liking this version of Jason because he's not all up Carly and Sonny's butt and in the mob
Right.
all the time. And I tend to like that as well because I feel like that storyline had been played out, and I'd like to see more of Jason Quartermain, more involved with the ELQ, like he says, rather than having to like attend to Carly and Sonny's every need. I mean, they don't even treat him like a person half the time,
Yeah.
and I'm glad that maybe that's not where they're going.
Well, I like Billy Miller's portrayal as Jason. I like it. I do, and I think he has chemistry with a lot of people.
He does.
And I put myself in a situation in like real life. I would want my best friend to remember our past. I guess I would. I just would. So I probably would be as annoying as Carly trying to get that to happen. I probably would be. I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing. I know you're staring at me, Frank. I know. I know. You're like,
Frank's just like,
he's like, I would like your storyline, James. That means I don't know much. But no, I know. It's kind of it's a weird. I mean, obviously this is very like it's a soap stuff. But I think in real life it's kind of interesting if that happens. So we'll go on to Tracy and Dr. Finn. Speaking of Quartermains, I love them together.
Yep.
I love
I
them.
can actually see that.
Me too.
I could see it.
I'm going to say it here. I can see a little chemistry between.
Yep.
It's funny. They brought back Michael Easton for his 5th character. I know. And he's come back, and I see him as a whole new character. I see it.
Yeah.
How do you guys
He
feel about
does
that?
great work as an actor.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I necessarily see a romantic connection. I just see like
I
a
see something
genuine
there.
fondness between the two of them, for sure.
I see both.
Yeah, I don't know if I see one.
Yeah, I like Finn with Tracy, whether they get together or not, because he respects her, and I don't want it to be some sort of instant thing if it happens. More like, okay, I can see it on down the road, because she's recovering, and but that's the best thing about this is finally a man that doesn't want Tracy for her money,
Right.
Actually respecting her and wanting to see her get better, not just oh. I'm all about your money and who you are. He doesn't even know or care. That's why I like Finn is,
Right.
he's finally a character who doesn't give a crap about the last names in this town.
Tracy played Monopoly.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't
that was
that-
winning.
That was the best.
The best moment ever.
Yeah, I love that.
I like what they're doing to Tracy now, giving her this little softer side.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
And the way they questioned, what is it something she'll stay and they can't tell. But when she hugged Monica and I love you and I should have said,
I
said,
loved it.
how many years we waited for some kind of a nice emotion.
Soften her up a little bit.
I love it. And Tracy, she's amazing. Jane Elliott.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Jane Elliott. Oh, my God.
Oh.
I'm going to try to get her on here. On the
Oh
show.
my God, amazing.
Yeah, and all the actors say that she
That'll
just really
be
works
awesome if
out. I
she
know, we
does.
get her in here.
I'm flying
Super
in for
veteran.
that.
I was like, it's like her, my 2 dream people, I love, and her, and I would love to have Jeannie Francis on here, working on her. And of course, Anthony Geary's not on the show anymore. I'd love to have him come on the show.
You know who, too? Scotty Baldwin.
Oh, we
Yeah,
like
I
some
love
kids
him.
showing
Forever.
that.
Forever and ever, but he just
Yeah.
never changes. He's just a great character.
We're going to talk about him a little later with the whole Ava thing, with the whole bird situation. We're going to talk about that. He's called it Tweety and everything.
I don't know with Finn. I just want to put the fast forward on just whatever this drug addiction that he has,
Oh, yeah,
whatever
what
it
do you
is.
think
Yeah,
he's doing?
I'm ready for it too.
I think he has what Tracy had.
Oh.
That's what I think, but it went too far, so they can't cure him. So I think this animal, whatever he's injecting, is from the
The beard, lizard.
Roxy, the lizard.
yes,
Yeah.
Roxy, and I'm thinking that's what's keeping him alive, and that's the reason why he's so passionate about this because they didn't catch his in time.
And that would be
that's
way
just-
more interesting than a drug addiction, yeah.
Yeah, it could never be that.
Yeah.
And you're not going to bring him on. I would hope not to
Yeah.
make something like that.
Right.
That's a good
So I definitely
Yeah.
think it has something to do with the case he's on.
Wow, that's a good one. I didn't even think about that part.
Yeah.
Me neither.
I was like, that sounds like a better story. Maybe they're watching this and rewriting it. It's
Okay,
like,
I know you filmed it already, but that's a nice good story. But he basically, so Tracy went to have surgery. We had all these Quartermain men running around. I loved it. I love that Michael showed up. And
yeah, it was nice to see Michael with
Yeah.
Ned and Dylan.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
Michael cares about Tracy. And, they've had this, they spar, but just sort of like how she is with Monica.
Right.
Ultimately, they do love each other. So I was glad to finally see him with the Quartermains instead of the Corinthos.
But for a split second, I was like, what is Michael doing there?
oh, for a second, oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, because he's never really
yeah.
interacted with
We threw him in.
them lately.
Yeah, we threw him in.
No, but don't tease me with Ned. I mean, you give me just a little doses.
Right.
But come on.
He's doing
Right.
he's doing Days of Our Lives at the same time. He's doing both.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
how
But
prominent is he
he's
on
so
Days right now?
good.
About the same as Ned. Well, he is. It was kind of part of a storyline right now. It's about Well,
God, man, just get him back here, just taking over
I know.
ELQ. Come on.
I know. They
Right?
should bring him on
It's a
full-time.
prime storyline just sitting there.
Right.
Yes.
I agree.
People are saying interesting prediction. They're like, good theory.
Yeah.
Sarah C said that. Our Melvin fan said that. Oh, okay, they're like, okay. But they said, okay, it could be possible.
We'll have to keep our eye on.
I know. So what's going on there? I never thought about the whole the thing that Roxy is providing. She's a service lizard.
Right.
So I was
That's
like,
true.
And didn't he say something like she rescued me?
Yeah.
So
She's watching the show. Well, I didn't watch more than I did. I'm like, wow. Well, that's crazy. So Tracy had surgery. And now we'll see what happens, I guess, after this. She woke up. He kept saying, wake up! Come on, open your eyes! Trey. He's like,
What are you gonna do with the tray?
I know.
I was like,
That's like so funny.
whoa.
That's so funny. So Michael expressed as a Q. Yeah, I love that you. I think he should be. And then, so we already talked about, so we had Caden was outside, another outside shot, and we talked about that a little bit earlier. They talked, and that's when she said, I'm going to stay with my man, and he's like, I'll come with you, and so he's going to move in, so I guess we'll see what happens there.
But I did like at least it was a cool scene where Hayden was like just securing her like make sure you get that information secure. I want to have a backup in case anything goes wrong. It was always nice to hear like somebody thinking through their plan a little bit.
Yes. That's the thing. When everybody's got the whole thing that she's part of Tracy, like there's a whole,
Right.
Tracy knew that who she was this
Yeah.
whole time. I just wish, here's my complaint.
but I think she fell in love while she was.
Yeah.
Right.
She fell in love.
Right.
But here's my complaint. I don't know who Richard Berlin was or where the F his name is. And almost did it, guys.
I'm so proud of you. I was like waiting by the button. I was like, oh,
Don't do it. I just wish I cared so much about, because I wish she was tied to somebody we knew.
Right.
There's so many past characters they
Right.
could have tied her to
Right.
that still would have an impact.
Right.
And they didn't do that. So this whole Richard Berlin, Rachel, I just don't give to you.
Right.
No.
Right.
No, and I mean it's not enough. I mean it's nice to give Scotty some sort of motivation, just to have him kind of name check
Yeah.
it. Like, oh, he took all my money. Is still not enough to make me care anymore about this.
I just wish there was something connected we could care about.
Yeah, other than just the one line from Scotty that we've not heard anything about since then. It's like, okay, if you were maybe going to tie her in with, maybe Paul lost money, that's why he's been doing, this or whatever. Maybe tie in some of that, and then turns out that wasn't a real father, it was maybe one of them. We might care, but who the hell is Richard Berlin?
I know. We never saw him. And this whole Ponzi scheme.
No.
So
That's...
they took a headline from the news or something,
Yeah.
and they're just using
Right.
that.
Yeah.
It's like a Law and Order SVU episode.
Yeah.
That Maloney.
I was like, it's okay. I mean, there was a miniseries recently for Madoff and the whole thing. I get that.
Right.
But it's like, somebody said it should have been Sarah Weber.
That would
Yeah, that would
great.
have been interesting.
And I was like, oh, wow.
But I do like every time that his name gets mentioned up, everybody just seems to know, and they give you that little backstory. Oh, the one that embezzled all that money from everybody? Really, Sean? That's what you're hanging out in prison reading about? Right? Richard Berlin? That's what you're doing?
He reads Wall Street Journal in prison. He got nothing else going on. He's reading. He's sitting there reading that. So I was like, I just wish she was tied to somebody a little better. I love Rebecca Bennig. I love her. I love
too.
her as Hayden.
Me too.
I loved her as Greenlee.
Me too.
Greenlee's one of the
all my
best
children.
Oh my
Of all
God,
time.
Greenlee
So-
with Leo.
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Josh Duhamel.
Oh,
We need a Leo moment right now.
And she just shut Elizabeth down when she left the hotel. She's like, and you
Yes.
you boys will
I was
not be
like,
staying
yes, girl.
here.
yeah, I
love
love
that.
that. And dinner will be served, and you will be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, she did. And then when Hayden walked in, it was like, the table will be set for 3 for dinner.
Yes.
And Nick was like, what, 3? She's like, yeah, 3. 3.
Yeah.
I didn't say it louder, 3. And he was like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. They
He's on a leash
they
right
never,
now.
They never had dinner, though. Did they? Yeah, they had a fight on that one.
They had knuckle sandwiches.
They had
Hello,
knuckle-
everybody.
You can see him every Tuesday with his comedy team Max at iOS. That's right. That's right.
I need to bring the metaphorical fun bell I get for Steven now. Right.
So, somebody said Greenlee and Leo. They're all excited. Rest in peace to all my children. Oh, yeah. Totally. So I mean, I do like that part. Okay, you know, everybody who knows GH Report and GH knows how much I love Brooklyn Ray Silzer, who plays Emma Grace. I love her so. That actress is so good.
She gave me life.
She did, me too. She played neurosurgeon with Finn.
Yeah, Cowboys and
I
Neurosurgeons.
mean, with
so
Griffin.
good, yes.
It was so cute.
That was great.
That actress is so good. She's so good. Sometimes she thought Sonny was handsome, then that Griffin was handsome. It's like that. I just love her as a light.
I agree with Dr. Griffin, but
Oh yeah, we're trying to get him this up too.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I think him and Maxie. What do you think?
yeah, they would be a cute couple.
Yeah.
I see it kind of.
He was so good with Emma. Like, I would like to see him with Georgie. You know, maybe they'll bring her on because that's one
Yes.
thing I liked is how instant the chemistry was with him and Little Brooklyn.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Although I will question the way that he left that gift at the end of the week.
Yeah.
Takes it out of the bag and just leaves it there.
With
It gets-
a note.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
keep it
There's
in the
no
bag.
like,
Yeah, it was a
Port
little
Charles
weird.
doesn't
Yeah.
have rain, snow, wind.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is in
not
New
like
York.
LA.
It's in New York.
Right?
It's like, hello. This time of year, it's like going on right now. So let's sing out there like
Maybe
that's
that
cool.
has to mean something. The way,
Yeah, he left.
Yeah, it's
like a clue to something else. Who knows?
Well, Paul's in there tied up, so he
Yeah.
can't say nothing.
Right.
He can't answer the door.
That's
right
so
now.
funny. I
was
love
like,
that.
Anna
Oh.
tied up Paul.
Yeah.
I was
He
like,
kept drinking.
I
He
love
came to, and she's like, no, you can't come to yet.
Smell this.
Like, oh my
Sorry.
God.
Did she put something in whatever?
Chloroform.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I just.
They
didn't.
poured chloroform in the rag. And you
I guess
inhale
I
it.
didn't see. I mean,
Yeah.
I looked away for
Can
a
you
second.
help me out with something? Does this rag smell like chloroform to you?
You're exactly. He's supposed to please up close. Up close. And so he got knocked out twice.
But
So-
again, one of those like I'm gonna have to call the DA
Oh, yeah.
or I call the commissioner or myself, like, and then sit down casually on the chair, like okay, and Anna's going like I'll just sit here waiting for the cops to come. What? No.
Right.
Right.
Well, my thing is, they left him chained with a bottle of water, and she's
Yeah.
running off with Sonny. Like,
Yeah.
we gotta
And his
pee or
mouth is
whatever.
taped. Like,
Right.
how is he
Yeah.
drinking
In the
that
water. Exactly. It's kind of crazy. I was like, that wasn't thought out pretty well.
No.
I was like, I know she left him water so he wouldn't dehydrate. Well, I got that part, but like he couldn't drink it. Oh, someone said Griffin is creepy. No.
Creepy? What is with these people?
that's
It's something
creepy.
about being a nice guy is creepy around here in a town full of monsters.
But it was creepy
Right.
leaving
Yeah.
the doll like not
That
in the
part's
bag.
creepy.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
them,
that part was
Yeah.
a little bit, but
Oh, they're,
hey, I
they
will
are-
say that was a little odd. I was
they are
like,
mentioning at one part. He says Sonny's lying. He's a little judgmental with the kumbaya. That's-
Yeah.
See, I did think that was a funny line from Sonny, but
That was the best one. Only one hand was cupped. I guess. Either way, I still think it's just kind of weird. I don't know. It's just like you just tie him up there and then you're gonna run off with Sonny. I mean, you're in trouble.
Yeah, but look at Andre. Tried to help.
Showed
Yeah.
up. We
Yeah.
have one piece of Andre this
I
week.
know.
Yes.
Do you think Andre and Anna have chemistry?
I do.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
I do.
Wouldn't you rather see them together than him and Jordan?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Man, and I feel like pretty much Andre said that when he was at the doorstep too. It's like, yeah, I think, Mom, who are we getting there? Let's-
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
There's something totally going on there with those two. Poor, and like I said before, there's no bad person in that triangle because Jordan's a great girl
Right.
too.
Yeah.
That's
right.
why.
But I don't even think it's something that they write as mean. I think it just happens
I agree.
between the characters, the actors.
Yeah, the
Right.
actors,
Bring
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I totally agree because I mean, who would have thought? I mean, that these two would be like so hot together.
Right.
And there's scenes when like, talk back like a few weeks ago when he held her hands and was talking to her. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, right? You feel it.
You felt it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Dang, that's crazy. Poor Jordan.
Yeah, because it's interesting to see. I mean, clearly the writers must see what they've got.
Yeah,
Like
they
some
must.
extra scenes, but yet they also keep trying to make this Jordan Andre thing happen. It's like, why are we wasting
But
time with
Jordan
these
and
scenes?
Sean had great chemistry.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So maybe he'll get out and
We see trying to bring Sean back. Hashtag bring Sean back.
yeah, or
absolutely.
Rick for Jordan, because I think that
Oh,
that
yeah.
would be interesting because it would give TJ and Molly something too. We need
Oh, yeah.
them to be a
Right.
little bit more.
I
Yeah.
remember.
How'd you
And
feel
Rick
about,
is hot.
How'd you feel about TJ and Molly having sex off camera? Her being deflowered.
I think it was very nice the way they handled it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think
I
you should
don't
handle it?
think in this day and age there's so much everywhere, and that was like a nice, different way to handle.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because
That's just a mom talking.
No, that's why I asked. I was like, you're mother of children.
That's just a mother talking.
Yeah, no,
but I
yeah.
did. You see it every day. It's almost you become desensitized by it, and this was kind of almost like, well, this was nice the way they handled it.
Okay, I like that. You
Yeah.
kind of agree with this. Like you agree with her. Yeah. Okay. And you too.
Yeah, because I mean they're younger actors, and I know. I mean, because honestly, as someone who watched One Life to Live and thinking about, like, say, Kristen Alderson when they
Yes.
started having her in sex
Yes.
scenes, it was really awkward because you'd seen her
Very.
grow up as a little girl, and I feel like it would have been the same way with Molly.
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh, someone brought up Sonny and Anna
No.
A couple.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
hey, Lady Carissa's like, no. She's like, no.
Leave Anna alone.
But I don't know. I kind of see a little spark or something. They're admiring each other right now.
No, I still don't see them as a couple. I don't think I'd want to see them as a couple,
Right.
but just something to kind of mix up the dynamic has always been sort of not necessarily adversarial, but certainly there's been some sort of tension there. And Robin's been like the one common point between
Right.
the two of them. So to see them working together on something,
This is nice.
is
Right.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Ladine smacking her lips over there.
Okay.
I was like, oh man, I can feel that from all the way over
No,
here.
absolutely not. No.
Okay, so you
A solid friendship is nice.
Okay. Can man and woman be friends? Mm-hmm. Okay, come on, Nadine, work it out.
Oh
I'm not
man.
going to answer that right now.
Oh.
when will you answer that?
Frank. pull the palm trees back just a little bit.
I got to have a whole session with this question right here. So we're not going to talk about it right now.
She just wagged her
GH
finger.
after dark.
She just wagged her finger. That's what kids.
We should have an after show.
Yeah, after.
Figure it out. We'll find some time.
I won't be able to cuss.
You will be on the after show.
Thank you.
After dark.
I cuss
Casa de Lion.
I cuss comedically, right? Cuss comedically. That's right. Yes. So let's see. And we always, and of course, the Black Rose thing. We find everybody knows it was Sonny who did it. Obviously, everybody knows that. But Ava goes to bed. I love her nice little negligee.
Yeah, and the fluffy slippers.
The fluffy
with the little-
zippers, and she gets into the nice soft lighting. And I wish I had that lighting before I went to bed. I was like horrible when I go to bed. So the lighting comes in, and she's like, "I'm gonna lay down like this."
Right.
Then she's like, "Wait a minute, I feel something." And see, I have a foot phobia, so
Oh,
if,
yeah.
if I felt something at my foot, I would have freaked me.
There you go. Good job,
Thank you, good
James.
job. Okay, so then when she opens her nice sheets, those sheets are nice.
Yeah.
Nice sheets too. I cover it. I
She
watch
was
everything.
swallowed in those sheets.
Yeah, she was.
I
She
was like, that has to be the most
Yeah.
comfortable.
I'm like, oh god, must be the concierge collection or something. I don't know. Okay, so I was like, oh my god, and it was like, at first I was like, what is that? I was like, oh, it's a dead bird. It took me a second to look at. I couldn't tell what it was at first. So what do we think, folks? Got a dead bird in the bed.
I'm sorry, what?
What does
Yeah.
that mean?
There was a dead bird in her bed,
Oh, gross.
like a pigeon or something.
Yeah. Like a stool pigeon.
Like a
Still-
television, yeah.
Oh, now I get it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now I get it.
Wow.
Oh my god.
What is this, The Godfather? Or what is
Exactly.
what is
Pretty much.
happening?
Horse head in there.
The horse head.
Yes. So it's for stool pigeon. She gave. Oh, now I just got that. Wow.
There you go. Yeah, it. But I did like the next morning when she has a dream and she coughs up the feather.
I knew it was a dream. I knew it was
What's
a dream.
happening on General Hospital?
I know. It was crazy.
That hurling scream that she
Yeah.
let
Oh
out in
yeah.
the dream.
That was a good scream though.
And I just love her and Scotty's relationship because it's always just her yelling at Scotty, "Why are you here?
Yeah.
You do nothing for me. Why are you still here?"
Right.
I know. I love it.
Yeah, it's good to see Scotty involved, and they're just funny together. I
Yeah.
mean, he's like, I'm guessing Tweety needs to go in the garbage.
She goes. So when he handed her a drink, he wrote, "Wet your beak."
Yeah.
That was so funny. I was like, that is just, oh my
Do you
god.
think that Sonny put that bird there? Or
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
yeah.
he did.
See, I don't think so.
Oh.
I think
yeah.
No.
What do you think?
her other side, other family, I think they're doing it too.
Right, but didn't Julian say that?
I can't remember.
To her?
Well, Julian told her that Sonny at least did the Black Rose, but
Did the
then
rose.
even he got talked off for thinking maybe it's.
He said it was
Oh, you're right.
the people
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
organization
Oh, he did
because
say.
she was working with the
Oh,
police.
yeah.
Yeah.
He did say you're not out of the woods yet completely.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what you remember. Maybe it is somebody else.
Yeah, he hinted at it, but I still think that's a Sony move.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
get off of Sonny?
You guys are getting along so well the last couple of weeks, agreeing on stuff. Dang it. Exactly. Everybody's loving the Scotty Ava scenes. They think his lines are priceless. They think Julian did it. Ooh.
I don't know, because Julian made like a really big 180 from like, I'm not going to tell her at all of that you did it, Sonny, to all of a sudden say, hey, Sonny did it. So I'm like,
Interesting.
Yeah, I felt like he did it just because like she was kind of like barging into his house and he just kind of wanted her to go away. Like as much as I like Julian and Ava, and the actors have such inappropriate sibling chemistry. It's kind of like on One Life to Live, how Todd and Jessica had that inappropriate uncle chemistry.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, it was so funny. I felt like he said that just because he was like, no, leave.
Someone said maybe it's somebody coming up next, hashtag next villain.
Maybe, but are you
Yeah,
guys
that could
excited
be
about
it.
like Julian at the end of the week saying, "Hey, I'm running this thing again now"? Like, do we care?
I
No.
don't care.
I felt bad. I felt like it's a step backwards.
I
felt like
know.
he came out of it. He just
Yeah.
he wanted to be a good man and be
Well,
there for.
bye bye to his marriage.
Right,
know,
exactly.
Yeah.
And he worked so hard to get out of it.
Yeah, I love the return of smart Julian versus boy toy Julian, but yeah, to get back into the mob.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they're able to get that one actor to play that mob guy again. 'Cause-
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Phew.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
He was very a stereotype of a guy who's playing a mob guy. It's kind of crazy. So basically, Liz tells Nicholas, "Don't kill Hayden." She pleads to him, "Don't kill him, don't kill him." Everything's out now. Everybody knows everything. So what do we think is next? What do we think is next? I mean, with them, like, just what do we think?
I don't know. This just went on too long.
And what is Liz's part? I mean, where's she gonna live? What's she gonna do? I mean, like,
Who cares?
who cares?
I agree.
Yeah.
Aw, like poor Liz.
Well, I figure
Yeah.
Nicholas is going to still look out for Liz in some sense.
I don't think he
Now I
can,
hate
though.
Liz
Now
there.
he's getting blackmailed.
Right.
His hands are tied.
Well, and to
Well,
me, Liz
Franco-
is kind of in danger. Yeah.
Well,
like
yeah.
and that's the thing as I see is like Nicholas shouldn't let Liz live there because of the turmoil going on. And she, as much as I dislike Liz, she is a mom with 3 kids,
Right.
single mom.
Right.
She doesn't need to be in that turmoil.
Well,
She's-
Franco
yeah.
may want to help Elizabeth
Yeah.
and then move, her in for a little while,
Yeah.
which may cause more friction between him and Nina.
Well,
That
she
is
just.
Nina's place. She ain't letting her.
Yes,
do
I
that.
know. Well, no, but Liz did say she's supposed to be her own woman now. She wants to be her own woman and work it out.
I don't know.
Been waiting a long time for her to be her own woman.
I know.
Now, mind you, I like me some Becky Hurst. I like
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
She's a great actress. So we're
Yeah.
glad she has. And we're going to try and get her on the show too. We're trying to get her on here too because she's really good. She can't she get a bedroom? The kids are always with someone else anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. Or they always show up with like 2 kids. Or did you have 3? Like it looks
Right.
like there's like 2 of them. Like where's the
Yeah.
other one?
Right.
Like poor Aiden. Like usually Aiden's left behind or Cameron's left behind. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, the only kid that matters is Jason's apparently.
Of course,
Really?
it's Jake. Oh, don't be started. I missed the actor who played Creepy Jake.
I
James
know.
Neighbor, I
Did
missed him.
they bring the new one on yet?
Not yet,
No,
no.
not yet.
I missed the one.
Do you know who the new one is?
No.
I was just wondering, like, if he's aged up even just a little bit, or is he
I
still
don't
kind of the
know.
same?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think they've even announced it.
They haven't
I
announced it
seen
yet.
Yeah.
If anybody out there knows the new Jake, you can tell me in here. I don't think they did. So, somebody goes, Liz said it for the last 10 years, LOL. It's supposed to be her on her own.
I mean, I guess you get worried like how much like Laura could get sucked into that storyline too, since she,
Yeah.
I mean, right there, she's a material witness there,
Yeah.
everything that happened.
They probably brought Laura's name several times. Like, you tell me I'm going to take your mother in too.
Yeah.
Like, oops, dang. Oh, what did Curtis say? Your mom's.
Your mom.
Maybe it's your mom's in there too. I was like, I was like, dang. So,
Because I did like when Liz comes in and walks in and that Hayden leaves and she goes, "What did I walk in on?" And Nicholas finally says, "My ruin." It's like
Oh, yeah, I did
finally
say that.
it's all come back to
Yes,
because
he
he's
did
been
say
such
that.
he's been another dum dum.
another dum-dum.
Yeah.
Today's word is dum-dum.
Yeah.
Okay, dum-dum. DD. Not recasted yet. Okay, so not recasted yet? Okay. Hashtag Jason Morgan Kids Matter. That's a good one. That was from Kendra John. That's a good one, Kendra. So our last basic kind of story I'm going to talk about is the lesbian talk. Mm-hmm. And as I said last time, I'm really watching the storyline a lot because I've gone through this myself. Not a lesbian, but as a gay man. But I've gone through this myself, so I kind of been watching all the dialogue, and I've been enjoying the way they're doing it. Mm-hmm. And they're doing. I'm watching every single thing they're doing, and so far they're doing fine. How do you feel about Alexis going and talking to Professor Parker? 2 mature women kind of talking about her daughter.
I really liked that scene actually because it was so good to see Alexis just listen.
Humble.
And then, as you said, humbled, admitting that, she should have taken it a little better.
Yeah, and it was interesting hearing Julian be the one to talk to Christina on the other side about that too, and maybe admitting Christina's like, all right, maybe this was I could have been a little bit more understanding too of my mom's reaction about this too. We could have had a better discussion, not me being so sensitive about it too. So. But I'm not a huge Christina. I find her very annoying.
Yeah, I agree.
Ugh. Yeah.
This week I found her a little bit annoying.
Okay.
I don't know. For some reason, I just never seen the disrespectful Christina until this week. That's just me.
Okay.
But I was like, calm down, girl.
Yeah, she's quick to fly off the handle. And she's quick to be secretive.
You know,
and then
Sonny's daughter.
yeah. Ugh. And then when she's
Alexis
called
was
on it, she
trying to
gets
talk to her, and she was just, just listen for a second. I know it's a sensitive topic. You know, when you got so much in you, you just want to just like scream maybe. But I was like, girl, chill out.
Yeah, that's why, as Frank said, the Julian scene was really good because she listened to him, and that was what was really interesting. Is he's like, hey, I've obviously been here, and it was a really good scene for Julian that I'd like to see more of instead of his mob grab. Yeah,
especially to actually talk about when he first heard about Lucas, because he certainly kind of had an awkward reaction about that too, just to see how he turned around. It would have been nice to hear him talk to Christina about that on camera, as opposed to just kind of cutting away and then coming back to it.
Yeah, they always. I don't know why they do it sometimes. It's like, come on. We should see that. It should be like a 5-minute scene they could do, and just have him talk about that.
Yeah,
because the whole Lucas coming out of the closet, they weren't friendly at first either. It was a big thing for him, and that was realistic to me too. I mean, a mob guy who's kind of a hetero, masculine guy, found your newfound son is gay would be kind of a weird thing. I mean, it'd be just kind of weird at first. You got to.
Yeah, and when that conversation started with Christina, it's like, oh, we're gonna get to hear a little bit about this, and then they just cut away from it. Like, nah, that's the stuff I wanted to hear.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I looked at Christina being, kind of over the top because she's young. And that's kind of what you do when you're young sometimes. Everything is very angsty and very just like, I read my journals from when I was 18, 19 years old. I'm mortified. I'm like, I want to slap me at 18, trust me. And now that I'm almost 47, it's a very different story. But I mean, like when you're younger, sometimes everything's very heightened. And so, yeah, you get a little mouthy and... and in some cultures you get popped in the mouth, and others you don't.
If only in hers.
Yes,
we
exactly.
might not have that.
So I think Lexi Ainsworth's doing a great job. First of all, who plays Christina. I think she's doing a great job. I think it seems a little realistic to me, kind of.
She wants all of this, and yet she's been so duplicitous, and it's not necessarily a question of just hiding her sexuality, but just everything around it. She's just so secretive and duplicitous, and then when she gets called out on it, she just attacks, and it just.
Do we think Professor Parker is a perv?
No.
People are bringing that up in here. Do you think she's in the wrong at all? No.
No.
She really was trying to be a friend to her.
I really think she is trying.
I think she's trying to decide if she want a young tenderoni or not. If she want to stay in her marriage or not. That's what I think.
Girl.
I'm kind of there too, actually, with Lady.
She's trying to decide what she want to do.
I don't know. I mean, it's got to be awkward because I imagine she still wants to be a sympathetic ear to this woman or this girl that's just kind of questioning her sexuality, and so doesn't want to completely shut her out when she's trying to help her do this. But I could see it. But that could be so confusing. So the lines could be so blurred on that.
Right, because if Christina go to kiss you, why do you kiss her back? If you're trying to be there for her, be her support system, or there for her, I guess, or want the best for her.
She wanted her the best kiss in that moment. That's what she wanted. That's her support.
I think now she should back off a little bit that the mother is involved.
Right.
Now. I could see her being so involved when she felt like Christina maybe was all alone and couldn't express. But now that Alexis is involved, she needs to just fade off.
Right.
Unless she wants more.
Yeah, to me at this point, if she kind of keeps coming back, it's obvious that she has more than, and like she said, she's attracted to her, she's attractive, but she loves her wife. This was just a, sympathetic ear for somebody who's coming to terms with something. But yeah, I think just whether we'll see Parker again or not shows that whether she's a pervert. Because at this point, nothing too off, but.
Right.
So no, Parker isn't a perv, she's just too flip-floppy.
Yeah.
Well, it also brings up, Christina has always liked older guys. So it's not a far stretch she went for an older woman.
Yeah, I can see that. I did like Alexis there, where when Parker says, "I'm not going to talk anymore without my lawyer present." Like, I'm a lawyer.
I'm a lawyer.
Yeah.
I was like, that's right, girl. So she said, "I'm a lawyer. Have a seat."
Yeah.
As she said, "Have a seat." And homegirl had several seats apparently, so that's what's going on there. And that's the week that was, of course, in Port Charles, and we did that. And before we go into our segments, I just want to do a couple of shout outs. To our YouTube folks who actually comment and write us, and I want to make sure if I butcher anybody's names, please forgive me. Michelle Sue, Nikisha Jones, Simran Singh, Kimberly Howard, who's been agreeing with Ladine recently, Kiki Landry, and Tisha in AAA. You guys have been writing to us and commenting. We totally appreciate that very much that you guys do that. And all people in here watching right now live, we totally appreciate that. Thank you very much. You guys are commenting and talking. Mark J. Freeman's in the chat room. Mark J. Freeman, get out of the chat room.
He is starting stuff.
Get out of the chat room, Mark J.
He's
Freeman.
giving his friend Matt Cohen a shout out.
Mark J. Freeman and Matt Cohen are invited to the show, so they can come on when they're ready. Come on for Man May. Come on in for that. But mark it out. Your days are lives. Just kidding. So now we're going to go to our segments, of course. And the first one is all the way over there at that side of the table. It's Get him. I'm afraid to hear this one. Get him to the ER stat, Frank.
Well, it's not necessarily a character, but it's just a trope, and we've talked a little bit about it earlier. I certainly expressed my opinion about it, and even Nina mentioned one from last week too. It's just like dumb ways to advance the plot, where it's just again with the cops, calling the cops this week, or even last week with Carly with the sheets. Just like we know where we want to get to, but just be smarter about getting to that point. It's so obvious, and it just looks so corny on camera. It just does not play real at all, and it takes me out of the story for that second. It's like you can get there with just make the character smarter. Everybody should be operating with at their best intelligence in those scenes, and they'll make them fly. But when they start making the characters like dumb in those situations, oh man, I just lose. All I want to do is laugh at those scenes, and I can't buy them. I get so annoyed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one. Any comments, folks? Did you sum it up basically? So Nadine, Nadine Harvey. Any comments?
Frank,
Yes.
please.
I love it.
But magical vaginas are great, guys.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hashtag.
Yeah.
Do you think?
innocent ear.
Is this back again? Do you think that Finn and Carly have any chemistry? No. You like no?
I
She doesn't
don't.
feel it. She doesn't feel it.
I think I
I do
think
too,
just
for
a
sure.
little
Yeah, I like it.
You
You
do?
like no? But do you feel like Carly and Sonny can't break them anymore, right? They have to either stay together forever at this
Absolutely.
point, right?
Absolutely.
We all kind of said that here on the table. They kind of have to stay together.
Enough is enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you agree with us on that one. All right, next one, and this is from Miss Ladine. I love the turtleneck realness going on.
I actually really love turtlenecks. Like, it's a fetish of mine. I do.
Okay.
But anyway,
Canadians
we were just talking about.
It's so funny because I was gonna bring that up. I'm like Canadians for Lucretia? No.
Everyone knows that, yeah.
I really, really, really love turtlenecks.
Yes.
But anyway, we were just talking about this. So this week, I love Alexis.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, lady.
I was waiting for that.
The other one. is-
Just
Oh, my
like I
bad.
said a couple minutes ago, I like that she was humble, down just a little bit. Not often you see another woman taking advice about her child from someone else.
Right.
Being able, you need to listen to her. You need to, and it's like at first I was like, okay, is she overstepping the line, Parker, by telling Alexis, But the fact that Alexis actually sat there and listened to her. Because every mom always think they're doing everything right.
Right.
They always think that they know their child. So for Alexis to actually say, okay, let me evaluate myself. How can I go back to this situation so that my daughter can feel comfortable in confiding in me? Because I love Christina and Alexis' relationship, but the ball fell somewhere. And I love that Alexis wants to, bring that back together.
Very good.
That was so sweet, lady, that you brought that up. I try so
That was a good one.
I like it.
As a mother, you kind of anything she's saying, they kind of.
Oh yeah, totally. And I love the fact that they sat there, these women, just caring about the child. No
Right.
egos, it was just all about this child and what's the best for her. I
Right.
totally love that.
That's good. And now, time for one of your favorite segments out there. Lucretia's favorite thing: winner and loser.
Well, speaking of Alexis, and I'll make this shout out for both Alexis to be my winner of the week. Because you are my favorite engineer. Don't tell Zach.
Oh, okay. He's in the show right now. He will never know.
Oh, Zach.
But yes, Alexis Davis this week, as we said, sat down, no egos, and admitted she might have made a mistake. And for
Right.
Alexis,
Right.
that is a lot.
Huge.
And so
Yeah.
I wanted to give her props for that.
Yep.
And then, of course, my loser, gotta go to Carly. I mean, she went back to being annoying. Like, she has some really good moments here or there, because I love Laura Wright, but that, Jason, oh. If I ever hear Carly shriek Jason's name, needing him again, it is so annoying.
I thought Ava was loser of the week.
Oh, is
Just because she got a bird in her
Shots
bed. But
Shots
Scotty
fired.
Baldwin is there with her and
Yeah, that's
getting
good.
an interesting storyline.
But I'm getting
Yeah.
really tired of the custody
Yeah.
of Avery on that.
Yeah.
Just like, can we just agree that you guys can just have joint custody and
Joint
we can
custody.
just
That's it.
let it go?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm over that whole storyline
Yeah.
too. It's like that baby is not, licorice. I mean, come on, it's pulled together. It's like,
Yeah, and to me, it's just like, Ava was really trying with them, but Carly and Sunny both just keep pushing. And yeah, to do the rose, to do this, and it's just like, you guys are in the wrong, you know that. But unlike Alexis, they would never, ever admit, WRONG, Mrs. Wrong, but it has never ever come out of either one of their mouths.
Dang it, that's true. Now, my turn for my quote of the week. I have a tie. There were two quotes that I just really liked. Both were from Tracy.
I love Tracy.
I mean, just a gold coming out of her mouth. It's just like, and her looks on her face, her pillow that's monogrammed.
Oh my God,
It
I
says
want
teacher.
that.
I want one for me too.
I already told my
When I say
kid, I want
JLJ on it. Yes, it was monogrammed. So when I go to the hospital, I just lay like that too. I love that monogram pillow. So she said to Finn, and I quote, "I feel like I've been in this hospital since the Carter administration." That was one funny one. And then to Monica, she's about to go in. This is kind of funny. Tracy says to Monica, "Keep your hands off my jewelry." And Monica goes, "I'm not into costume pieces." That was shade going into surgery. That was shade. I was like, "Thanks for the shade, girl." So that's kind of funny. I just heard Monica together. Amazing. I love seeing these two actresses who've been under for a long time.
A long time.
I mean, they are the last one standing in a Quartermain family, kind of.
I think that's what we're going to see is that Quartermain family come. So many people are going to come back, and it's going to be strong again.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
I know.
Wouldn't
That's
it?
what we're all
It's
hoping
time.
for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody wants
Yeah.
it. I mean, everybody. I think it's one thing we all agree on. We want Quartermains.
Yeah, and I think that's something that they figured out now that the internet has become more vocal and they actually look at it, because the years of Robert Guzza Jr. was just like Carly, Jason, Sonny, Sam.
Right.
I mean, and while I like Sam and Jason to an extent, there was just way too much of that foursome. And, now that they finally listened to people after the ratings and the other two were canceled,
Right.
they realized that nobody ever wanted them on there all the time, whether they be popular characters or not. The getting rid of the Quartermains has been one of the major gripes,
Right.
so they're finally correcting that.
Right.
So we're going to get a couple of phone calls. Please keep them brief so we can take as many as we can for the next 10 minutes or so. Meanwhile, while we just put the number up, and while we're doing that, make a couple of announcements. In 2 weeks, Vanessa Antoine comes on.
Yes.
That's Jordan. Will be here in the studio. We're so excited. It'll be great to have her on here. And then we're doing Man May in honor of my birthday month, of course. And I will be here for my birthday, so I'm not going nowhere. And on that, thank you. And on that day, we have Robert Palmer Watkins coming back.
Yes.
He's coming back. We loved him last time. He had a great. He stayed with us for 2 hours. He came on and stayed with us. We had a great
Such a
time.
good guy.
And he's a great guy. And Ryan Pivey's coming on the following week after that in May. So we're very excited. We'll just stare at him the whole time, basically. I just won't even ask any questions. I might ask him the same question I asked Donnell. The opening question. Do you know how ridiculously good looking you are? I mean, I have to do that for him. So they're coming on, and I'm working on 8, 9 other people. So that's all I can say, kind of. I'm working on some people to come on. So the announcements will come. Just follow us on all the upper things. We'll talk about it. Okay, folks. Let's get to our first phone call.
Alrighty, here we go.
Here we go.
Hello, you're calling in live for the General Hospital After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. Please say your name and where you're from.
Hi, this is Kimberly from Maryland.
Kimberly, we know you. Hey, girl.
Hi.
So
I
what is
just want to say this week was a little bit better. It's getting better and better. My thing was Jason and Sam. I don't really like Liz, but I'd rather see Jason with Liz because she never tries to change him. Sam keeps saying that she accepts him, but every time she says, "Oh, did you remember this? Do you remember that?" Do you just she wants him to be so different.
Nadine's agreeing with you, girl. She's like, yeah, you're right.
And I just don't like that.
I understand that.
And then the whole was the. I'm sorry.
No, go
the
ahead.
whole
No,
thing
please
was
go ahead.
calling the cop or Nicholas when she comes in. What was Jason doing? Sitting in the car, waiting for something to happen?
No, you remember
what
she
took you so long
left.
to come in the house?
She left, didn't she?
She left,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Jason was home. It was like, Sam.
Right.
Then he went after her.
Oh.
He knew that she may have went to Nicholas, I guess.
'Cause I watch it at work, so sometimes I miss pieces. But I was wondering, where was he at all this time?
Yeah, I think he followed. She left first, then he followed. They came in, just in time, of
That's
course.
right.
Just in time. I love
Man,
it.
just the way to see his eyes were as he's choking Nicholas out.
I
And she's
know.
like,
I was
"Arr."
like, that's Jason right there.
It's so funny. Well, thank you, Kimberly, always for watching and
Okay,
calling
say
in.
one more
and Sure, say one more thing, girl. Go ahead.
Ladine, I'm agreeing with you. Just stay off Sunny, and I like everything you say. Just stay with
Look at
Well, Nadine Corinthos.
Oh, Ladine Corinthos.
That's the quote on Ladine's GH Facebook page right there.
Yeah.
I agree with everything you say, Ladine.
I can't. I'll just say one more thing for that. Nadine. Just kidding.
Thank you, Kimberly.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Bye.
watching all the time. Thank you. Okay, got another phone call.
Hello, you've called into General Hospital After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. You're live, so say your name and where you're from.
Hi, this is Lorraine from Lorraine.
It's Mark J. Freeman! Oh my God! What are you doing?
I was calling to see why Billy Flynn isn't on General Hospital.
There's no room for him on our show because we have Donnell Turner. Sorry. Sorry about
And Matt Cohen,
And
your
Matt
friend.
Cohen.
He's so pretty.
Mark J.
I was
Freeman.
just calling to tell you guys how fabulous you all look on my YouTube.
Oh. Well, thank you so much, Lorraine from Lorraine, Ohio. From Lorraine, Ohio. I love it. But you got to come on.
I won't tie up the lines for real GH fans, but I'm a fan of you four.
Oh, thank you.
Mark.
And you and Matt Cohen got to come on. You guys got to come on.
I'm doing my best. I'm going to keep texting him until I annoy him.
Perfect. Thank you. That's a great way of doing it. Thank you, Mark.
All right, love you guys. Bye. Mwah.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I love that. And who's next?
Hello, you're calling into AfterBuzz TV with the General Hospital After Show. Please say your name and where you're from.
It's Cheryl from South Carolina.
God, it's Cheryl. Oh my God.
He's so
Hey, girl.
dramatic.
Hey, girl. What's going on, girl?
So, Ladine, here's what it is,
Uh-oh.
okay? She doesn't want to change Jason back to who he was. She just wants him to remember who she is and what they had.
Oh.
Think about it. If your man lost his memory, wouldn't you want him to remember the love he had for you?
Shots fired.
Ooh, that's true.
Yeah.
What do you know about that one?
Okay, so then anyway, my other comment is...
That's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
My other comment is this Curtis Jason thing. They're going to have to learn how to be on one side because I cannot see those two men beating on each other. They both are too beautiful for that.
Well, Cheryl, you know how I feel about Donnell, of course, and his face didn't get too messed up. It's just like a little tiny cut. They didn't work. They didn't mess that up. Thank God.
So the last thing is, I wish Dr. Sexy would get a woman.
Which
I
one's
want
Dr.
to see his too.
Matt Cohen is Dr. Sexy.
Oh, Dr. Sexy. Okay, Dr. Sexy. Okay, got it. So yeah, he's right now. He's kind of circling around. So I mean, aren't all the women taken right
Actually,
now?
Yeah.
all the sharks are circling
I really
around him.
appreciated the scenes with Brooklyn. I think they rocked the whole week. They were the best thing that happened.
Yeah, that was cute.
If Brooklyn does not
Especially-
win an Emmy, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Especially him in that hat, and he took it off and said, "I have a case of hat hair."
Aww.
It was cute. It was very cute.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Miss Cheryl. Take care.
Ladine, you're still stumped.
I know. You're still-
I want to say something about it, but we don't really have quite a lot of time.
Okay, what's the next? Okay, so next phone call.
Hello, you're calling into AfterBuzz TV with the General Hospital After Show. Sorry, there's a lot of words.
You drunk? What's going on?
Maybe a little bit.
You got more
Please say your
Gentleman
name.
Jack?
Yes. Please say your name and where you're from.
Hi, it's Nina calling from Toronto.
Nina.
Is it Dina?
Yeah, Nina.
Nina.
Oh, Nina. Okay, well, hi. Well, how are you? Calling from Canada. We love that. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm good. I just started tuning into you guys, and I just wanted to say I love Frank.
See, look at that. Yeah.
Might be losing a connection.
Somebody give me some props. Alexis, what are you doing?
I know. It's like Frank. It was like, oopsie. Oopsie. Well, I'm glad she
Okay, I
called.
just wanted to say about the whole Hayden Nick thing. I don't understand why anyone would support them, considering the entire time they've been together, she's basically known that he tried to kill her. So that
I
is
agree.
nuts.
I totally agree.
I totally agree. I'm
And
like,
with
yeah.
Jason and Sam, I was a liaison supporter before, but this version of them, I think, finally has chemistry, which I love.
Okay.
But they need a story. So until they get a story, I can't support them.
Got it. Actually, that's right. I understand it because that's a different actor playing him, and yeah, it's a different story. Okay, I get that. They do need a story. They do need a story of their own, not of other people's stuff. Hello.
Oh, that's it. Thank you.
Oh, I was going to thank you for calling in. I want to make sure you're still there. I want to say thank you for calling in, and we totally appreciate you watching us from Canada.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. And we'll take one more phone call.
All right, last phone call of the night. Thank you for calling AfterBuzz TV for the General Hospital after show. Oh, and they're gone. They didn't like my intro. I get it. I see how it is. I quit.
Okay, somebody's back. Did it.
Hello, you are calling AfterBuzz TV for the General Hospital after show. You are live, so please say your name and where you're from. Nailed it.
You got it.
Hello?
Hello. Who are you? Oh, you got to turn down your computer because we can hear each other.
Okay, this is Kevin calling from New Orleans.
New Orleans, I love it. I want some gumbo. Can you give me some gumbo?
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to come for Lady too.
What's her name?
Lady, I'm going to have to start muting calls. Jeez.
Go ahead.
I think that the reason why Liz doesn't try to change Jason is she's happy that he doesn't remember who he was. She was happy with him being Jake Doe.
Right.
Okay. We agree with that one.
I think Sam she even with the whole when Carly came busting up their Afterglow, she was happy with him going there. She said it's your decision. She's not trying to change him.
For that moment.
For that moment.
Yeah.
And I think at one time when Liz and Carly was fighting, she even said, I would be happy if he never goes back to life, if she never remembers who he is. So I think she's happy with the way he is now.
You know, some people just say things, that they probably don't really mean. And I really feel like she wants the old Jason back, no matter what she say.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I can see why Liz doesn't want to remember because ultimately he never chose her. He chose somebody
So
else.
I agree with the Liz part. You're right. The Liz one, I totally agree with you on that one.
That too.
Yeah, completely agree with that one.
Yeah, because the old Jason was always over Sam. But to me, after, and Liz was Jake Doe's pick until he realized she knew who he was and lied to him. So she's not the person he thought. And I think that's where it changed because he did like Liz over Sam. But she screwed it up.
Yeah, she screwed it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, you gave a great rebuttal. I love it. Yeah. You gave a nice rebuttal about that, and I can think about
but
that.
But I like all of you guys. I enjoy watching you every day.
Oh, thanks so much.
Good work.
Oh, thank you so much. We enjoy giving it to you guys. So thank you for watching us and commenting and calling in. Thank you. Bye.
Have a good one.
It's like really quick. It's like I understand the part where, if I was in love with somebody and they lost their memory, of course I would want them to remember. But at the point where she realized that he was with Elizabeth, maybe wanting to start a family with her, it's like that excuse is out of the window now.
Yeah.
Because now you have to try to start something new because he's obviously not the same person. So that, she wants the person that he loved, but then the person that you love was willing to start another life with someone else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. It's become a good debate. Become a good, healthy debate, isn't it?
I guess because it would be tough to be, even if Sam just got together with Jason like that. How could you not always? Some part of you always I wish they remembered. I guess it'd be tough to be able to let that go and just accept them for
or
who
try
they
to
are
get
right
him
now.
to do some of the old things that he used to do because that may be what you liked when y'all were together back then. So you will try to
Yeah.
I like when you did this. You're slowly trying to change them back to do. It's a complicated situation.
Yes, that's where I grew up. It's complicated.
To each its own.
Yeah. So, and on that note, that is our show.
Wow.
We did it. We did it, you guys. We did it.
Everybody. Let's go for Nina. Yeah.
Now I'm just gonna do a little shout out because he is my buddy, and right now he's doing some big things right now with Disney XD. Correct?
Yeah,
Growing Up Viral. You need to go out and check that out. It's something that he's worked on, and I'm so proud of him myself. Very proud of him.
Oh.
Same Nicholas Grava. So you can follow him on all social media. He's all over the place.
Yeah.
And that's whose mom is here with us.
Thank
Hot
you so
lady right
much.
here.
This has
Thanks for
been
coming on.
really fun.
Oh, good.
But Nina, what have you learned from watching it and then being here? What have you learned about the show? What about us? What's been different?
I don't know. It's just nice. It's quiet. You feel like you're just around a coffee table,
Right.
but when you watch it, it feels so like professional and you're removed. But this is just like nice, like friends sitting around talking about GH.
All right.
And we are. And now you're part of that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So now, where can they find you? We'll start with you. Where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter at HappyGoJackie.
From executive producers Maria Menounos.
And you can-
I was just making sure things were working. I'm sorry.
Poor Frank.
Hint received, Alexis. I'll be quiet now. And you can catch me every Tuesday night at 10 o'clock now with my improv team Max at Iowa West.
Hi guys, you can find me on Twitter at Ladine_Harvey.
And hey guys, if you can spell it right, it's LACRETIALYON. Find me anywhere on the internet and right here at Flappers in Burbank on May 1st. So after the daytime Emmys, I'm there at 9 p.m.
Ooh, very good. Tomorrow I'm interviewing Eric Braden for all you Young and the Restless fans tomorrow at 2 p.m. here at AfterBuzz TV's A Spotlight On. Me and Victor Newman. We're talking one-on-one for an hour. I'm so nervously excited. Just you have to tune in if you're a YNR fan. Also, you can follow me on social media at James Lott Jr. all over the universe. And I will talk to you, of course. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.